Hey there, it's time to unbox and review Apple's third generation AirPods. Okay, let's get right to it. Here we go. Okay, here's the box for the Apple AirPods, third generation AirPods, with a MagSafe charging case. Does anyone ever read this stuff? Also inside the box, your cable. So it's USB-C to Lightning cable, but no charging adapter, so you have to supply that yourself. This case looks a lot like the AirPods Pro case, which is wider, but very similar. And here's what one of them looks like. It's a real hybrid. It's a cross between the original AirPods design and to a certain extent the AirPods Pro, at least on the size of the stem and a little bit of the design here. So what I noticed right away is here's an original AirPods and here's the new AirPods third generation. I mean, obviously the stem is a lot shorter, but the part that goes inside your ear is actually larger. It's a distinctly different shape. It's got a different angle. I mean, the cutouts, the vents are all different. See how much larger those holes are on the front. So really a different sound system and a different battery system too. Look at the size of the stems. What we have here is comparing the new AirPods third generation to AirPods Pro. And you can see that the design is similar, but obviously there's no noise cancellation on the AirPods, though, the third generation. So, you know, that's different. They do both have the Force Touch sensor right here. You actually press that little indented area there and you'll feel something when you press that. So that's one of the ways you can control them. The other way, of course, is with Siri. And then one other thing I'll note here is that they are IPX4 rated. Not just that, but the case and the AirPods third generation can handle some sweat and water. A few things to note about these. They have a longer battery life, 6 hours of battery life on them with one charge, and then with the case about 30 hours. The case is wireless charging and MagSafe compatible. These also support spatial audio and adaptive EQ. Setup is still easy. You just open your AirPods third generation case next to an iPhone, instantly recognized, connects, and you're ready to go. And yes, the new AirPods third generation charge on MagSafe. Let's see what it feels like when I put it in for the first time. Not bad. You know, it feels, obviously if you've been wearing AirPods Pro for a long time, the fit's not going to feel as snug, and that's just because you don't have the soft tip, but it sits in there pretty well. Put in the other one, and jump around. Well, that's a, maybe it's just, I don't know if I should turn it. All right, let's try it again. So if I shake my head this way, I'm not sure how well these will stay in. It's like, not bad. I also did some FaceTime call tests, and found that the audio quality for my call recipients was slightly better than what I got when I was using the AirPods Pro. I don't know if Apple's refined its dual beam forming microphones, but it's definitely better, slightly clearer quality. And in general, everybody says they can hear me perfectly. Music still works. Okay. There's water on this, but it's fine. Hey Siri, what's the weather right now? Clear with the temperature of 73 degrees. First of all, let's talk about the sound. Great range. Highs and lows, all sharp, clear, well separated. I listen to music from James Blake and Casey Musgraves, and particularly Casey Musgraves. There's some dueling guitars, and you could hear the separation of them. And then I watched a movie, Greyhound, with Tom Hanks, and there's a battle scene where they're shooting, and because of the spatial audio, it feels as if the shots are coming from all around you. There were moments in the music and the audio where certain sounds would sound as if they were coming from someplace completely separate, and I would get confused and think, oh, is that a sound outside of the AirPods? So that's how well separated the sound is. That's how well the spatial audio works. Above average quality sound. The bass, surprisingly good for earbuds that aren't sealed. Obviously, no noise cancellation, although with the volume of sound and the richness of sound, you end up not really hearing that much what's going on around you. I'm impressed. I'm definitely impressed with the sound quality. AirPods 3rd generation also have something called adaptive EQ, which is basically about making the sound quality work for your particular ear shape. And, they do that because they have the microphones that can listen to the audio as it's kind of bouncing off the inside of your ears and then adjust it appropriately. Now, I know at the beginning of this video, I had a little trouble with one of the earbuds. It popped out a couple of times when I really shook my head around, but in day-to-day use, they never fell out. Now, as you saw, I tried out the IPX4 rating, and they can definitely take a splash of water. They didn't stop playing. I didn't hear any clicks or buzzes or anything. I think the only unpleasant part was me getting my ear all wet. The AirPods 3rd generation still use the same H1 chip. They have good Bluetooth range. I walked around my house, left the phone behind, no problem, could hear the music. By the way, I mentioned one thing about the sound quality. These can get really loud, so just be careful. Battery life has been awesome. So I use them literally all day long. I had an hour-long break for dinner and just kept using them into the night. I got at least 7 hours. They're rated for 6. I think it's going to depend on sort of what you're using, what you're listening to, the volume, other features that you might employ, like, for example, Siri. But it just really impressive. And then, charge them up pretty quickly in the new wireless MagSafe compatible charging case. But best battery life on the AirPods yet across all of them. What do I think of Apple's AirPods 3rd generation? They're $179. That's a decent price. It's not an industry-leading price. I can certainly get cheaper Bluetooth earbuds from other companies, even some with noise cancellation. But, if you really appreciate the Apple brand and you like how seamlessly it works in the Apple ecosystem, $179 is not a bad price to pay for some really, truly excellent audio quality, great battery life, decent fit, and they're not bad looking either. Also, you've got the wireless charging case and all that extra battery life in it. And generally, I really like them. Thanks for watching, and remember to rate, review, and subscribe.